We're not even doing the Constitution anymore, man. They're actually just like setting up checkpoints across DC. It's an actual police state over there. The federal occupation of DC is underway and continuing. They're just patrolling, randomly stopping people. They've set up car checkpoints. They're stopping everyone. People are getting arrested willy-nilly. Pretty bad.
7 News on your side has been checking in with residents around the district and crisscrossing the city to see where the federal officers are patrolling. Christian Flores picks up our team coverage now. He's live.
Hoagie guy was a DOJ employee, apparently. No wonder he was mad.
In Georgetown. And Christian, what have you been seeing tonight?
Well, over the past few hours, we have seen federal officers intermittently walking up and down M Street here in Georgetown. As you can see right now, really empty streets. But when they were out here earlier, we did see them really not make any sort of contact with anybody out here. And that really goes hand in hand with what people who work and live out here tell us that they saw earlier this afternoon. That's when they saw a group of federal officers walking around here for a few minutes before they got in their cars and just drove off. So
you saw that video the other day of those federal officers in DC going up to that guy's porch, and the guy was smoking a cigarette, and they were like, hey, yeah, Trump doesn't want to see that anymore. And the guy was like, what? This is legal. What? And they're like, yeah, but we don't want to see that anymore. He had a whole speech for them. Yeah, you have this like this piece of shit fash white boy who you know wants to crack the skull of the black guy he's talking to, but he has to give this like pussy little spiel about how, you know, we would really like it if you would stop doing this legal thing, this thing that you're legally doing.
Federal law enforcement is out again here in Washington, D.C. And this comes after President Trump's decision to federalize the police force in Washington, D.C. But this is already causing some community outrage. Watch. This was the scene overnight at a checkpoint along one of the city's busiest streets. Protesters made clear their feelings about the increased federal law enforcement presence. A commander with D.C. police told CNN it was a routine operation. Joining us now is Washington, D.C. City Council member Charles Allen.
Is this performative fascism to let the MAGA base go, yeah, f them libs? No, in my personal opinion, the reason this is being done is because they're trying to instigate pushback that they can use as a justification for a real crackdown, like actual martial law, you know? Because they're already leading up to it. In fact, like, look, that former DOJ employee who threw a sandwich, I'm pretty sure that he got featured in a Fox News video, and the Fox News thumbnail said something like they're already fighting back or whatever, like they're already getting attacked. I don't know if I could find it. Fox News posts a lot more often than CNN because Fox News is better at propaganda than CNN is. Or maybe it was this other video. Dems fume, federal agents assaulted during patrol in Washington, D.C. He had a sub thrown at him. Like, you can see the thumb. Yeah, right there. Yeah, I think they're trying to manufacture a Reichstag fire, basically. That's the only reason. Like, they have unique... Oh, yeah, here you go. Fox News, caught on cam. Man throws sandwich at federal agent in D.C. They're very excited about this, you know? Very, very, very excited. And I think they're waiting for one of these federal agents to be killed, you know? They're waiting for like some guy with a gun or a knife or whatever, and then they're going to say, you know, this is an epidemic. The only way to stop this is by invoking martial law, etc., you know?
Thanks.
Has check and make sure someone's car seat is installed correctly. So those have been standard for the last several years. They've had good...
Oh, God.
Who got the fuck? Who just got the fuck? I don't even know. Who just ran, y'all? Who just ran? Look at him. Damn! Oh, shit! No!
Hey! Why the fuck are we putting him in handcuffs? You don't have no reason to put this man in handcuffs, sir. I'm not close to you.
Wouldn't escalation be good for us, though? Don't be stupid. Listen to the words that I'm saying. It is a near inevitability given enough time and enough federal agents patrolling blue cities, that eventually something is going to happen. And that will be used as a pretext for martial law. That is what they want to do. They will bring in the National Guard, not just federal officers. Okay? It is almost inevitable, given enough time and enough officers, that this happens. What happens after that invocation of martial law is what's really going to matter. Thankfully, I think that it's going to be viewed as overwhelmingly unpopular. The signing of the Insurrection Act, or the invocation of the Insurrection Act, the arrest, the widespread arrest of civilians by National Guardsmen. I think that, I don't think that's going to win any more people over to the right, and I do think that's going to galvanize a lot of people over to the left. It's conceptually very unpopular. And given the fact that conservatism in America has always had a disingenuous libertarian streak, it's just difficult to propagandize to people off of the imagery of the military engaging in arrests. When martial law, should you go out and try to be social? Yeah, try to find a female DHS officer and mac her up, because if she ends up getting pregnant, she's off the force in 6 to 7 months, right? That's some long-term strategic thinking, But in 19 years, you potentially create another DHS officer, depending on how things go. So it's like a short-term gain for a long-term loss. Okay, I'm just saying you have to think like Genghis Khan. Okay.
I'm just saying. Back up. Don't get close enough. Back up. Just back up. All we saying is why y'all putting this man in handcuffs? He showed you he has nothing. What y'all want? Yeah, get me on camera, boy. I'm legal. Nigga, fuck is you talking about? I got me on camera, boy. He put this man in handcuffs with no reason. Hey, don't push him, y'all. Don't push them. He had no reason to put this man in handcuffs.
This is what I mean when I say they're guaranteeing conflict. Eventually one of them is going to get shot, which is the point,
Y'all, calm down, y'all. Relax. Illegally detained or nothing. No, he said, look, calm down. Back up, calm down, y'all. He said he only detained a human name, bruh. Calm down, y'all. Everybody calm down, y'all.
Yeah.
Out they face. Out they face, y'all. Get out they face.
Jack, back up, Jack.
Get out they face. Get out they face. This nigga acting like he about to fight the field. Yeah, more fight. Get a shield. You make child brother good. I don't care about child red next.
I kind of thought this was also their strategy with ICE. Yeah, well, the difference is in DC, they have unique privileges because they have the ability to federalize the police force. This is the only area in the United States that I'm aware of where they can do that. In every other city they would go to, the police would still be under the control of the state or of the city, or of the county, sheriffs. But here, they have the ability to take power over the police force as well. So they can be doing a lot more.
Y'all come from motherfucking Albuquerque coming down here. Y'all don't even care about the black community. Old ass, bro.
What the fuck?
Oh, they trying to shoot.
On my mother, they shoot. He walking with the fucking Mo, calm down. He's gonna take your ass to jail. Mo, what the fuck, Hey, y'all, don't leave Frank Dog, y'all. Make sure they don't harm Frank Dog.
Jesus. You imagine dealing with this 24/7? Breaking, DC Police Chief issues new executive orders allowing police to notify ICE about subjects not in custody, including during traffic stops, and to help ICE in the transportation of detained suspects. Gotcha. Okay, so they're going to be ignoring sanctuary city rules, I suppose. Not much to be done about that. Witnessed an Italian-American white guy calling a black DHS officer the N-word hard R last week. dark woke. Some might call it based. Can I? Maybe.
The National Guard troops in Washington, D.C.
deployed by the president as he takes charge of law enforcement.
Yeah, I've heard that rumor. Give me something more recent.
It has been more than 24 hours since President Trump placed the Washington, D.C. Police Department under direct federal control. He said he's doing this to help combat crime. Today, we have some new answers and some new questions on how this could all play out. This afternoon, the White House gave an update on the latest numbers, saying approximately 850 officers and agents have been surged across the city. We do not know specifically how many of those 850. Put it, quote, the National Guard came to L.A. to fight unrest. Troops ended up fighting boredom, unquote.
800 National Guard troops who began reporting for duty this morning. They are expected to perform administrative tasks and manage logistics. They will also have a physical presence and be able to temporarily detain people. The National Guard will have weapons available, but are not expected to openly carry rifles, keeping them in their vehicles, for instance. Today, Washington's Mayor Muriel Bowser met with Attorney General Pam Bondi, who Trump assigned to oversee the takeover, vowing to make the best of the situation.
Right now, we have more police, and we want to make sure we're using them.
The D.C.
I hate this woman. This variant of fascism is so retarded. Yeah.
Police chief insisting it's a collaboration.
We will allocate and look at the locations around our city where we believe there are areas of pockets of crime that we would like to address.
Many D.C. council members and scattered protesters.
Jesus Christ, man. It's the most democratic city in the entire country. And it's run by both two black women. And they're both like, the fascist takeover happens. And they're both like, yeah, well, we'll cooperate with the fascist takeover in order to best address crime. Incredible. Incredible.
Have denounced the takeover.
This was unprecedented and unnecessary.
Community activist and researcher Joy Doyle, also from D.C.'s Ward 8, is in favor of the increased law enforcement presence, but says it has to go deeper, that the intervention can't come just when violent crimes occur.
Do you think they're being coerced or bought out? No, I just think the Democrats, generally speaking, are totally susceptible to the law and order bullshit. If you're a fascist and you're like, look, my takeover is legal and by the books, and also I just want to fight crime, which is illegal, then liberals just roll over for it. Totally in line with stuff they already believed. They won't be reelected, I guess. Great fucking consolation to me. To me personally. Do you not think this is a selectivity bias caused by political donors? I mean, to an extent, but that's what liberalism is. All political power in the United States is built on money and what, like, interest groups you appeal to. So that's all it ever really can be.